Yo, what's up friends? Today we are back on Pokemon Showdown for another part of my daily Mega Laddering series. Now, today we're going to be using Mega Sableye. Pretty cool mon. The fact that it has Magic Bounce now and a huge boost in both defenses. I believe its physical defense is like 125 while its special defense is base 120, something like that. I don't know, I always mess up stats. Like last time I forgot that Beedrill's defense is 40, its special attack is 15. So thank you everybody for catching that for me. I probably would have gone around thinking that it didn't have that. I don't know. But either way, we have Mega Sableye. I'm going to be using the Calm Mind Will-O-Wisp Dark Pulse Recover set because it's physically defensive, because it honestly sets up on so much. Helps beat Store Power Latias, helps beat Calm Mind, Slowbro. It just sets up on so much. And the fact that it has Magic Bounce now, it's really hard to knock out this Pokemon unless you crit it or you, you wear it down. But basically, this thing struggles with fairies, so I decided to run Subtoxic Jirachi with enough speed to outspeed Jolly Mamoswine, outspeed Mew, most Mew variants, outspeed most Kyurem variants, outspeed most Landers, T variants, Bar, Scarf, and 101, 252 HP. That way I have 101 substitutes, so 2 Seismic Tosses. It will take that many Seismic Tosses to break my sub. I can Toxic, Chansey, Blissey, I can Iron Head flinch things to death. I can beat Quagsire maybe 1v1 if I get off a Toxic. Either way, getting off Toxic on Quagsire is huge, as Fire Punch also lets me 3 at KO Ferrothorn, as Ferrothorn can't do crap back, can't break my sub. So next up we got Latios. Latios, the defogger on my team. Standard Latios, you know, Draco, Psyshock, Roost, defog. Checks Keldeo, checks Rotom, etc, etc. Just wanted a defogger just because even though I have Magic Bounce on Sableye, that doesn't ensure that any of the hazards will not be set up. So next up we got Heatran because I wanted a bird check. I wanted a Bisharp check. I wanted another fairy check because Mega Sableye struggles with fairies, so Jirachi and Heatran are my fairy checks, though Jirachi is the one that goes up well versus Clefable, while Heatran goes up well versus like Gardevoir or that's all I could think of. So yeah, we got Stealth Rocks, Toxic, Loud, Flume Protect, especially defensive. If I feel like I need enough speed for SD Scizor or Bisharp, I will change it as we go on, but that's Heatran for you. Next up we got Choice Scarf, Landorus T, another staple on my teams for the Bolt Switch combination with the Rotom Wash, and we got U-Turn knockoff, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Jolly, a nice pivot, basically helps me check Greninja, and last but not least we got Rotom Wash, and I do have enough special attack that way. I always break max HP Salamence's substitute, since the sub DD set is the most common, and this is also my check to Rotom. Well, not really Rotom, I have Latios Rotom, but Azumarill and stuff like that. So that's basically the team. I basically decided, you know what, I can't, Greninja's too amazing right now to be able to counter that thing. I don't want to run a Chansey on every single team or a Blissey on every single team to take on Greninja. So I decided, you know what, deal with it, suck it up, and we'll see how I do. And also, Mega Salamence is definitely a problem, but we'll see how we do. So I'm going to look for a battle, and if I find that I need Shadow Ball over Dark Pulse, because Dark Pulse helps me hit Chansey, while Shadow Ball helps me hit fighting types, helps me hit other types in general, I'll definitely change that. So we have found a game right away, me too. And my opponent's very, very strong team, sort of. I don't know. I can actually just 1v1 him with Sableye, depending on his Salamence, of course. But gonna lead off with my Sableye, as he ends up leading off with Scizor, which is fine by me. I can just Mega Evolve and get off a burn right here, as he ends up switching out into Rotom Wash. Again, completely fine. I just burnt this thing, so it's less of a threat. And now I have Magic Bounce, so he can't burn me back. The best thing he can do is Hydro Pump. Can't even trick me because I'm a Mega, so it's just going to go right for Calm Mind as he ends up Volt switching out. If I honestly wanted to, I probably could have just went right for the second Will-O-Wisp, expecting him to Volt switch out, in all honesty, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm going to get off this Calm Mind right now, as I'm expecting maybe Salamence to want to come in, but he ends up going out into Latios, which is completely fine because I will be able to tank any one hit and go right for the recover. That does 0. Maybe he expected me to switch out fearing the Draco, but like I said, I can tank any one hit, and I am just going to go for a Calm Mind, as that Draco does nothing to me, and the fact that he is -2 and I'm at +2 now, I'm a threat. And the fact that I'm slower means a lot versus this guy's team. So he ends up going out to Salamence, and I am just going to go right for Dark Pulse and then follow it up with a Will-O-Wisp because I really don't want him going for sub. As I can live 1+1 +1 return. So he does end up going right for the return, as I am able to smack him with the Dark Pulse. And what I want to do is switch out to Rotom just in case he wants to go for sub, as I do have not max special attack, but I do have a lot of special attack investment, so I can beat the substituting variant. As if he wants to go for sub, he's also in KO range of. Why do you go for Dragon Dance? Does he not fear? I don't get that play. Does he not fear my? Does he not fear the Will-O-Wisp? I'm really confused as to why he also just went right for return right there. But either way, I should be fine going on into my my Landorus and actually just going right for the U-turn, as I do end up outspeeding him. That's another thing I wasn't expecting, but I'll be able to go right back out into my Rotom Wash right now. I guess I'm messing around with this threat too much, but he ends up going for Roost there. And see, if he goes for sub here, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Yeah, he doesn't go for sub. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what my opponent's doing right now, but I do land the Will-O-Wisp, which will definitely make this Pokemon easier to deal with. I really don't know why he played it out like that, but does it have rest? Do you have rest, bro? Don't have rest. Don't have rest. I'll be insane. This is crazy because now I'm forced to go out into my Landorus T. I get off another Intimidate as what's happening? I'm going for Earthquake, expecting his Roost, as I do a nice amount to him, so he's basically forced to DD up right here. If he goes for another Roost, I'm putting him in range of any other attack. So I don't mind that he's going right for the return, because like I said, I'll put him in range of the next attack. And it's not like I need Landorus for this battle at all. So I'm just going to go for Earthquake again, as he does end up trying to Roost, expecting my switch. And that's going to put him in range of the burn. So I kind of don't agree with how he played this Pokemon. I would have subbed if he had it. I don't know if he had subbed though. But either way, I was able to knock him out, as now he goes out to Latios, which is a threat. Definitely a threat. I think it's a huge threat. So I'm going to go on to my Rotom Wash, because I can bait a Draco right now. Yeah, and I can go for... I need this for Mamoswine, so I was trying to bait the Draco right now. And I'm just going to go out into my my Jirachi, as he does end up going for that Draco. And he gets that special attack drop, which is nice. Definitely nice. So I'll be able to go out to my Landorus right here. Even if he predicts that, that's completely fine. The fact that my Rotom's still alive, I don't really need Landorus. So I'm going to go out into my Mamoswine, my Landorus, as he ends up going out to Mamoswine. And again, that's fine. I can just U-turn out. If this thing is his Stealth Rocker, that's fine too. I am just going to go out into my Sableye, just in case this is his Stealth Rocker. Sableye beat his team, but I don't need Sableye anymore either, so if he doesn't try to go for Stealth Rocks, I am able to Magic Bounce them back. And I believe Sableye can actually live a Life Orb Earthquake from this thing, or even a regular Earthquake. Maybe a Life Orb Earthquake would have been too much to think about, but I am going to be able to recover up, and he's just going to say good game, so yeah, good game. Sableye just showing what it does. While I don't really agree how he played Salamence, I guess... Maybe I don't agree because of how my plays didn't work out. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't question things, but I would have played it differently. I would have brought out Salamence. I feel like he had to bring out Salamence then, but I would have went for sub if I was my opponent, not went right for the return on Sableye. But it works out for him. Not really, though, because I won. But yeah, we're going to pause until we find another battle. Okay, so we have found another game, and Jirachi puts in a lot of work, so I'm just leading off with that. Of course, my opponent has a Salamence. Just wanted to abuse the broken Megas right now. Nah, I can't say anything. I'm about to use Salamence in like, what, 2 days? Sunday? So, gonna lead off with Jirachi. If he wants to lead off with Mamoswine, I can potentially Iron Head flinch it to death. Or Iron Head flinch it, as he ends up leading off with Mew. And the Mew is completely fine by me. I'm just gonna go for Substitute, as I can potentially just dodge a Willow right here. And next I can go for Toxic, and then just, this Mew has been crippled, so I'm gonna be able to go for Toxic right here, as I do end up landing it. And Mew has definitely been whittled, as he can just go right for knockoff. And yeah, like I said, Mew has been whittled. So I don't want him going for Will-O-Wisp as I go out to Sableye. So how do I prevent that? I mean, I don't really care if Rotom gets burnt, so I'm gonna go out to Rotom, as he ends up going for Taunt, and I guess he can go for knockoff right here. He can go for Will-O-Wisp. That's completely up to my opponent. I don't know what he'd go for, but he ends up going for Will-O-Wisp, as I am going to be able to go out into my my Landorus T. And the way he's playing Mew, it's like, I mean, he couldn't really do anything. How do you know that my how would he know that my my Sableye was what it was? But yeah, just gonna hit him up with a U-turn as I'm expecting a Will-O-Wisp, so I'm gonna go out into my heat right now. I didn't want to go for knockoff because then he gets a free switch into Salamence, which is something I do not want. So he's gonna go down to poison as Mew has been dealt with. A stall breaker is just gone as he gets the free switch into his Mamoswine, and this is most likely a Stealth Rocker. I don't really need this Pokemon, so I'm actually gonna go for Lava Plume, expecting a Stealth Rocks as he does end up going for that. And if I get a burn right here, he'll be very nicely dealt with as I do end up getting the burn. And I want to go for Protect because I don't know what sets he is running. I don't know if he has Endeavor, so I don't want to switch directly into my Rotom. And as you can see, he was at 13% and he died to burn. That's crazy. Nice nice PS, but hit this thing with a Toxic. As if he's Belly Drum, that's annoying, but I can't do anything about that. Ends up going right for Superpower though, and I am able to smack him with that Toxic, and I will be able to get up my Stealth Rocks here, which would be nice. I believe I will be able to get them up. As he ends up going out to Salamence. If I were my opponent, I really wouldn't have risked Salamence right there, because I definitely could have just went for something else. But now it's time to see what type of Salamence he is. I'm going to go for Toxic, just in case he doesn't have Substitute. As he doesn't go for Substitute, and this is completely fine because I have kept my Sableye regular. That way I will be able to Volt Switch, break his sub like I said, because I do have that special attack, and then land a priority Will-O-Wisp on this guy. So I'm going to go right for the, actually it depends what he wants to do right here. It could be bad. If he goes for Roost, that could be bad. Go for Hydro Pump, expecting his Roost. No, I'm going to go for Volt Switch. Because he doesn't go in for DD again. And hopefully I do get off this Volt Switch. I don't know if it went for Hydro Pump, but like I said, I do run enough special attack that way I can always break the sub. And I should be able to go out to my Sableye now and have Prankster Will-O-Wisp, which is definitely going to be dealing with this Mence. As I do end up landing, and that still does so much damage. That's insane. That literally is insane. As I am just going to go Mega Evolve and go for Dark Pulse, as he is going to go for the DD again, and it's insane how little my attacks are doing to this guy. Gonna go out into my Landorus because I can just get off the Intimidate on him. Not gonna help me, but he is just gonna go for Roost, so it helps me deal with him in a sense. I don't know if he's just gonna go for Roost again. If I were him, I would definitely go for that, but he ends up going right for Return and it knocks me out. That's crazy. Why is this Mon so broken? Oh my god, this Mon is crazy broken. Look at that. The way I deal with it, I can't even deal with it necessarily. So I'm just going to go for Iron Head as he ends up going for Roost. And it's not enough. Oh my god. This monster is just alive and lurking. The thing is, his attack isn't going to do much to me either. So I'm just going to continuously spam Iron Head. This is a threat. This is a threat and a half, man. Maybe I should have tried and went for the Lava Plume just to see if it would have broken with the +1 boost from his attack. But I'm able to wear him down with the Iron Heads, which is what I'm trying to do. Landing a Toxic would have been nice, but I can't always get what I want. So I don't think he can outstall me, especially because the burn is helping me more than anything. But he can actually stall me out of Iron Heads, would be annoying. But if I get a crit right here, that'd be nice. As he is rather low. He's actually really low now, so he's not going to be he's only going to be recovering about like 6% per turn, something like that. No, more than that. It's definitely more than that. 10% per turn, which makes him harder to deal with. But this is my only play that I can make, so I have to do it. Stalling him out of Roosts is honestly my only play, as he's actually stalling me out of Iron Heads, which makes the it makes the beating Clefable a lot harder too. So it ends up hitting me a return right here, as I think that's going to be enough to knock him out. We'll see. We'll see if 13% means, yep, 13% means 12. So I was finally able to beat the Salamence right there, as he goes out to Clefable, and that's not a Pokemon to really go out into versus me. I can just hit him with an Iron Head and 3-KO it, as he does end up getting flinched. So like, I don't know why he went out to Clefable. If I was my opponent, I would have went out to Thundurus, but it's really going to work out for me. Like, is he just giving up after I just spammed Iron Head? Like, I get another flinch in my favor, and all he's doing is giving me HP and putting this thing in range of anything to go down. So I am able to knock him out with the next Iron Head. I don't know why he went out to that Pokemon as opposed to like a Zumaro or something. So yeah, it goes out to a Zumaro now, and I'm just gonna go for Iron Head again. Like, what am I losing from this? The fact that poison is in my favor too. I can just sack my Sableye, get another round of poison damage on him, and then just knock him out with the next Iron Head. So Jirachi really putting the team on his back. Or if even, honestly, better yet, I just go out to Rotom and go for Volt Switch. Knock him out with my special attack investment and get the free switch into Jirachi, which I can then just Toxic. Actually, Jirachi's not even smart. Latios is better than Jirachi. And if he has knockoff, that's annoying, honestly. But I don't think a knockoff variant can beat me. Can beat my... Actually, yeah, a knockoff variant could be scary. So I'm just going to hit him with a Psy Shock as he ends up going for Thunder Wave. So I guess he doesn't have knockoff. And he gets the full para on me. That's scary. But then he's a Leftovers variant, so I can deal with that. So just going to go for Draco as maybe he doesn't have an attack to hit me. I am getting fully paralyzed, though. It could be in my opponent's favor. Who knows? Who knows? Uh-oh. 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 The Chinchilla Pokemon. But I do end up finally breaking through, landing my Draco, and Latios is able to pull through. So, yeah, good game, dude. And it's like for one more battle, or maybe two more, who knows. But we have found one right away. My opponent's team... Why do they all have Salamence? Stop it. Opponent's team looks annoying. Yeah, definitely annoying, to say the least. That's all I can say about their teams. I'm gonna lead off with Lanner's T. I don't want to lead off. I want to lead off with Jirachi predicting T-Tar, but if it's Scarftar, even though that doesn't make sense on his team because he has Garchomp, he has Driller, he has stuff for Bird Spam. I don't want to get crunched right away, so this just wrecks his team too. Lead off with Sableye as he ends up leading off with Keldeo, and what I can do is just go right for the Calm Mind. Oh, whoa, forgot to Mega. I want to go right for Calm Mind because I don't want to switch directly into my... This is hard. Yeah, I'm switching out to Rotom. And I can take a Hydro or a Scald. As he doesn't go for the Hydro Pump. That did a lot. That's just Specs Keldeo for you, though. So I can follow it up with a Pain Split, though. Get back up to a good amount of HP as he ends up going out to Fable, and I got back up to full. That's amazing. That's Chris. I can't just go right for Volt Switch now. And actually just go out into my Heatran, set up my Stealth Rocks. As he goes for Moonblast. What type of Clefable is this actually? I kind of want to go for Toxic. I'm going to go for Toxic. He's more likely, if he wants to go out to like Salamence or something, or Keldeo, that's even better. As I did not want to go right for the Lava Plume right there. I would rather get Toxic off on Salamence, though it won't necessarily help me. So, I'm going to Overprotect, just see what move he wants to go for, as he ends up going for Icy Wind. And we have learned that he is indeed Specs Keldeo, so I'm going for Toxic again, as he ends up switching out to Clefable. Most likely means that this thing is Magic Guard, as that is the case, and I should be able to go for my Stealth Rocks. Even if he wants to Calm Mind up or start Calm Minding up, I beat this thing 1v1. So I'm going to switch out into my Jirachi, because the fact that Stealth Rocks are up, I can keep them up with Jirachi being in, as he ends up going back out into his T-Tar, and I don't want to risk a Pursuit either. I'd rather just stay with my T-Tar and go right for the Iron Head, as he ends up going out into his Garchomp. So I am able to smack that thing. That took nothing from that, as I am faster than him. What? Whoa. That's good to know. What is this? I'm faster than him. He's bulky. Well, I knew he was bulky, but why doesn't he have... I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm going to switch out into my Lanner's T. This could be a Stealth Rocker. I'm thinking that T-Tar is a Stealth Rocker, though, as he ends up going for Sub. And this is a Sub SD set. Very, very bulky. But I do have Earthquake just to continuously break the Sub, so I'm not necessarily scared. It probably has Dragon Tail. Now, if my opponent wants to be cheeky, they could switch directly out into Salamence right now, like a man. But he ends up going for SD. Not that it matters necessarily, because I can just go for Earthquake. Oh my god, that did 0. As he goes for Dragon Claw. And I kind of want to make a play. kind of want to make a play. Actually, really want to make a play. Going on to Rotom, predicting Salamence. Nah, it's safer just to go for Earthquake, as I do not land the KO this time. That's not good. But I do have my Jirachi, which has been shown to outspeed him. I really hope that wasn't like a glitch that I outsped him. And I can just go right for Iron Head. If he wants to go out to Driller, that's fine too. I do have Rotom for Driller. And the threat is gone. The bulky threat is gone. So Garchomp does end up going down. He has a free switch into Driller though, which can definitely set up Rapid Spin. Set up a Rapid Spin. Yeah, it can definitely go for a Rapid Spin. But alright, so I'm going to switch directly into my Rotom Wash. As he ends up pulling the switch back onto Clefable. I guess that's a good play. But, like, I have Heat Ran, so I'm just going to go right for Volt Switch. As Sand does end, and my Rotom Wash is at full HP, so I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Even if he does, if this is a Combine variant, it still doesn't beat Jirachi unless he gets... I was going to say unless he gets lucky, though technically I have to get lucky. But at the same time, even if he gets the +6, Heat Ran stalls it out. So I am just going to go right for Iron Head right here. If he wants to risk this, that's completely fine. I wouldn't recommend it though. And getting off Iron Head would be nice clutch damage on his Salamence. So he does end up going out to Salamence right here. Now, the thing is, they don't always run enough speed to be able to outspeed my Rotom's, my Jirachi. I don't know if he's running Jolly or not, but I'm just going to go right for the Toxic. Hopefully he's not running Jolly. Like, they don't normally run more than 291. Like, they have no reason to run this much speed, so if they're sub DD. So we'll see. As I am able to land the Toxic, which is huge, as he does end up going for Earthquake. And unfortunately for him, that's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, boy. This might actually be the last battle, just looking at the time. But he does end up withdrawing, going out to Clefable. Good play on my opponent's part, predicting me. Definitely nice on my opponent's part, but I am just going to Volt Switch out once again. I don't know if he has heal. What is his set? But I'm going to go out into my Jirachi because Jirachi can even take a Flamethrower from Clefable. As he doesn't go in for Soft Boiled. And I kind of want to go for Fire Punch, predicting the Excadrill to want to come in. Then again, do I have to? I'm going to go for Iron Head. Like, I don't have to go for Fire Punch. So he ends up going back on Salamence. Essentially, my opponent just sacks Salamence. I don't agree with that. But now Salamence should definitely be able to outspeed me. Oh, maybe, possibly. So I'm going to switch out to Rotom Wash, not wanting to risk that. I'm not wanting to take an Earthquake. It's definitely bulky just based on the damage Earthquake did. But it was so huge that I was able to get off the Iron Head. And all this leftovers recovery for Jirachi is just helping me. So unfortunately, Sableye isn't really doing much this game. And I don't think it will be doing much this game. Though if I get rid of Clefable, I can actually just set up on him, and I will show the setup with. Sableye if I can get rid of Clefable. So go out to Jirachi one more time, as he does end up going for Flamethrower this time. If he gets a burn, I can actually lose, but he does not get the burn, and the fact that he didn't get a burn is huge because I can now go for the Iron Head. I'm getting back this leftovers, which is something I crucially need. I need versus him, and he's not even risking the pulling through. So I'm gonna be able to go for Iron Head one more time on the Jirachi, as at this point I'm not in KO range of the next Flamethrower. If I really wanted to, I could just stay in and go for Iron Head. Is that a smart play? No, it is not. Rotom is definitely my best play. So I'm gonna go out to Rotom on what I'm expecting to be Earthquake or Rapid Spin, as he ends up pulling the double into T-Tar. And T-Tar's a threat? Yeah, maybe. T-Tar's 2 KO'd by Hydro Pump, so I'm going for it. Yeah, easily 2 KO. Look at that crit. No, that crit sucks for my opponent, but I don't think it mattered, honestly. I'm just gonna be able to go for Hydro Pump one more time, knock out the T-Tar, and that also gets rid of his. That also gets rid of basically what he can do with Clefable. Like, Clefable can't beat me. He goes up to Keldeo. I don't even have to save this thing. I can live any one attack, as I will be able to knock him out with the Poison plus the Sand. Unfortunately, I get a crit, which, again, doesn't matter necessarily. in my opinion, but maybe. But I'm just gonna go out to my Latios as I no longer need it, and I can also just drop a Psychic on this Clefable if he wants to go out into that. And like I said, last Mon Heatran actually just beats this thing, so he goes out into Excadrill, and I believe I could just sack my Rotom. Unfortunately, Sableye is not putting in the work I want this game, but yeah, it sucks for me, but I can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna go for Will-O-Wisp. If he wants to stay in, that's completely fine by me. I haven't shown it already, and Sableye's one chance to shine, and it fails at missing. It misses, so I'll go for Will-O-Wisp again late. It doesn't matter, and it misses again, bro. What are you doing? Now what I gotta do is just go out to Heatran, and he's definitely not Jolly just based on the damage he did to my just based on the damage that he did to me, to my Sableye right there. It would have been nice to hit that, because now I have to make a play, and if he predicts this and goes for Iron Head, good play on my opponent's part, but I don't know how much it honestly matters, because Jirachi comes in and knocks him out with Fire Punch. I'm gonna calc this. Calc. Well, maybe it did matter, because if this thing is Jolly and I lose, that sucks. Excadrill. Life Orb, whatever. Jirachi. Oh, you Wishmaker. What the hell is that? I didn't know about this set. Fire Punch does 51 to 60. Alright, so if he's Jolly, that sucks for me. As he is not Jolly, I'm able to knock him out with the Fire Punch. Yeah, that's why Sableye had one job this game, to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But now all I gotta do is go for Iron Head, and Iron Head in conjunction, even if he breaks through and burns me, or yeah, even if he breaks through and burns me right here with the Flamethrower, Lava Plume would knock it out. So yeah, Jirachi really putting the team on its back, as we are at 27 minutes. So my opinion on Mega Sableye, I think it's a really strong Mon. I don't think I faced teams that it really was able to do work. Would have been nice if I actually hit that Will-O-Wisp versus Driller. I think the Calm Mindset is incredibly consistent. I like the Taunt Stall Breaker set though a lot more. Though they're both deadly, especially if you're unprepared. My opponents all had Salamence, Sub-Salamence. They all had Clefable. So, well, not all of them, but they had those Pokemon. So they were definitely prepared for it. Again, I like it a lot. I'll definitely be using it more in the future. And yeah, guys, leave a like if you enjoyed. And until next time, later.